Right, so can you read out the question there, Abir? Let's have a look at it.
2p, it's
Yeah, no, I have the exam here. Yeah, we'll do the book one first you wanted, yeah.
it's 9 log
Yeah.
125.
And what base?
Down.
Oh, the base is 125.
Yeah.
Okay.
25.
Yeah.
Minus log base 5 125.
Like that?
Yeah.
And we have to simplify this, is it? Okay. Oh my goodness, that's okay. Right, so what rule do you think we could use first here? Yeah, well, it's a log rule, but which log rule? Well, actually, before we even get to that, what is the problem we need to address first with this log expression? The bases, yeah. Exactly what's wrong with the bases? What's wrong with them?
It's not the same.
Yeah, it's not the same.
And it's bigger.
And yeah, so which is the easier one to change? The bigger one is usually the easier one to change. It's easier to change this into 5 than the other way around. Okay? So the way we do that is by using the change of base formula. So watch carefully. What you do is you put in the new base. So instead of 125, you put in the base you want. And what's the base you want? It's 5. Okay? But you can't just change a base. You know, you can't just make the number different. So you pay a price, and the price you pay is this gets divided by log 5, because that's the new base, of the old base, 125. Now, once it's written like this, everything becomes easy to calculate. So 5 to what power will make 25? No, so for top one, 5, yeah, no calculator, put it down, because as we were saying, 2, and the one at the bottom is 3, and this one here is 3. 3 goes into 9 3 times. 3 times 2 is 6, minus 3 is 3. Okay, so something like that. So tell me, Abir, what was the stumbling block? What?
The base, like.
Changing the base.
You know, yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you sit?
Well, you double maths and double biology. You've been sitting all morning, yeah. Okay, did you write that down? You that one, yeah? Who was asking? You were asking for this one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you have it on your phone, we're looking at the 1718 version 1. B3. Just let me know when you all have it there. We'll do this one together. Yeah. You have it there. You're ready to start it. Abir, you're ready to start it. Okay. Yeah. So let's look at the first one. 2p, p squared plus 4, and 9p minus 7 are an arithmetic progression. So 2p, p squared plus 4, and 9p minus 7 are in arithmetic progression. So, firstly, what does that mean? They're in arithmetic progression. Yeah, you think you know, Abir?
Like, they have a common difference, and yeah.
They have a common difference. And what exactly is a common difference?
It's the difference between each of
The difference between each of the neighbours.
the
Yeah. Yeah. So, if you look at the first two, what would you say the common difference is? How would you work it out?
P squared plus 4 minus 2p.
Minus 2p. It's the second minus the first. Now, if you look at the second and the third one, how would you get the common difference?
Same.
Same, 9p minus 7.
Minus p squared plus 4.
Yeah, and I'll just put the minus on both of them straight away.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you prefer, you can write minus with brackets.
Okay.
But I just put the minus in straight away to save a little bit of time. Now, what could I do next? Well, you have this and you have this, so combine them, yeah. So you would say p squared plus 4 minus 2p equals 9p minus 7 minus p squared minus 4. Right, what do you think next happens?
Bring the right side to the left side.
Yeah, yeah. So we'll have p squared plus p squared. So what? So maybe you guys can read it out to me. What quadratic will I get? So what will be the first term?
P squared.
2p squared, because it'll be that plus that. Yeah.
But I wanted to.
You want to keep them separate.
Yeah, I thought we were going to collect like terms then add something. That's
We'll collect them on the left, and we've done the square. So let's do the p part now. So if you look here, we have minus 2p. On the right, we have 9p. When I bring the 9p to the left to combine it with the minus 2p, what will I get? Minus 11p. Yeah, minus 2, minus 9. So that's minus 11p. Now here you have 4, and here you have minus 4, and you also have the 7. But first let's deal with the 4s. So 4 plus 4 is 8, plus 7 is 15. Yeah? Right. This is good because the question says there are 2 possible values for p. Quadratic. Now let's try and factorize it. So we must have what in the front? Now don't you say, because I know you know, because you're good at factorizing. Let's see, these guys I think use their calculator a lot for quadratics, right? Am I right? I'm right.
Using the other formula.
Which one?
Ax squared plus bx.
The formula. That's what I'm saying. You don't think you factorize so much, right?
No.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's try.
We have 2p on one side,
Yeah, 2p on one side
and then p.
and p on the other. Because we have to get 2p squared in the front.
Yeah.
Now, how can we get 15 on the back? Well,
Add up to this and plus the times.
it multiplies up to this. So what?
Yeah,
3 and 5, or
5 and 10.
I know. 1 and 15. Now, think about this. You need your numbers to multiply to make a positive, right? So what are the pairs that multiply to make positive? Obviously, a positive and a positive make a positive. And what's the other possibility? Negative, negative. Now, which do you think it is here? Well, remember, they have to add together to make minus 11. So could you add positive numbers to make minus 11? A positive added to a positive can only be positive. So it has to be, the only possibility is that both of these are minus. Because both minuses will multiply to make the positive, and you add them together, they'll still be negative. You know, like minus 2 and minus 2 is still minus 4 when added. Okay. Now we have to figure out which way around to put the 5 in the 3. Or it could be 15 and 1.
It's not 15.
No, it's not. It's going to be more likely to be the 5 and the 3. So think about this. You need the outer fella and the inner to add together to make 11. So if you put the 3 here, that won't work, because 3 times 2 is 6. Oh no, it might actually. And then if you have a 5 here, 5.
I thought anyway it works.
Yeah, so 6 and 5.
I thought if you put 3 there or 5 here.
It looks like both could work. Let's see what happens. So we'll put 3 here and 5 here. Now this actually doesn't work, because 2 times 5 is 10, and this is 3, so the total there is 13. It's not going to work. So it's going to have to be the other way around, 5 and 3. So 2 by 3 is 6, and 5 by 1 is 5. 6 and 5 add up to make 11. So these are the factors, and we get here in the end p equals what and p equals what. So Sevi, what's the first one? Ooh, you're only half right. One of them's wrong. You made a mistake on one of them.
One is negative and one is
No? Oh, you can't see her mistake?
no.
You think
Or
she's
two.
right?
5 over 2.
Why?
Oh.
You're dividing by
Yeah.
2p.
Oh my god.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. That's part A. That's 4 marks there. Now, is that okay? You were asking me about this whole question, weren't you? So,
Yeah.
how you tried it already?
No, it scared me.
All right. Yeah, but
But I didn't get here yet. I'm still on this one.
okay.
I'm on B1. So I'm
You were just looking ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Is it okay if we continue with part B? No, you need a minute to write this down? Yeah. So it looks like B is geometric.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Can I scroll down? Okay, let's have a look. B1. Okay. 1024 plus 768 plus 576, etc. What is the A and the... No, sorry. State the common ratio. So what's the OR?
3 over 4.
What is it?
3 over 4.
Yeah, how did you get that now?
Division.
Yeah, well,
Since it's multiplication this way,
Yeah.
so
you did this,
yeah,
did you?
Yeah.
And that works out to be 3 over 4, does it? Okay.
And since it's GP, I told you it's GP.
Yeah, GP. Yeah,
Yeah,
GP, yeah, it is,
yeah.
yeah. Now, why does this series converge?
This is on
Because it's
Ah, well, first we have to, yeah, okay. Do you know what converge means?
like it
Oh,
comes
repeats?
closer
No.
and lower.
Yes,
Has a limit?
has a limit, yeah. So, who knows why we can say that this converges? What makes us know that it's convergent?
R,
Yeah, what about it? Go on, tell us, Yung Peng.
because it's less than 1.
Yeah, or to be a bit more precise, it's between...
0.
0
Oh no, actually it can be bigger than that, minus 1 and
Minus
1.
1 to 1.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, because R equals 3/4, and 3/4 is between minus 1 and 1, we can say it's a convergent series. Yeah. Got that? Yeah. Part 2. Oh no, there's actually... Oh, they give you more information. Part 2. Find the value of n. And they said just before that, the sum of the first n terms is 3, 5, 4, 9 and a quarter. So what have they told me exactly? What exactly equals 3, 5, 4, 9 and a quarter? What'd you say?
What do you mean? Can you ask the question?
Yeah, you see where it says there, the sum of the first n terms is 3, 5, 4, 9 and a quarter. You see there just at the, above part 2.
Yeah, yeah.
What exactly is the 3, 5, 4, 9 and a quarter? Not the A, no. Sn. So you can say Sn equals 3, 5, 4, 9.25. Okay? Now, could we work out the n from this? Could we figure out n from this? I think we could. But we'd have to use the formula for Sn. Yeah?
You have to find A first, right?
Yeah, that's right. Well, what's the A here? We'll write it down up here. Yeah, what's the A? For this series? 1024. Okay. Now, does anyone remember the formula for Sn?
Sn equals n over 2.
That's for the AP.
1 over A.
That's
R,
for none of them.
R.
No. A, 1
Yeah.
minus or n over 1 minus r. That's 3549.25. Now we actually know some letters here. Do we know the A? We do.
Yes.
And what else do we know here?
R.
R. So the A is 1024. We said the R is a quarter, didn't we?
Yeah.
So I'll just make it a little bit neater. I'll just write it as 0.75, just so I'm not writing the fraction. N over 1 minus 0.75. And that's equal to 3549.25. Yeah? Right, what? Okay, so I have to clean this up. So, no. We'll put that down for a moment. What could we put together first that's easy to put together to clean up?
One.
The bracket.
The 1 minus here. Yeah. So that's 1024, and this is 1 minus 0.75 power n over, so 1 minus 0.75?
0.25.
0.25.
Can we do 0.25 to power n?
No, actually that n is only on this single number and nothing else. Okay. What will we do next to simplify this? So what way around do things need to move? Be very careful now, yeah?
1024.
Where does it go?
There. 100 divide.
Divide. So you put it underneath this, right? And then I cross this out. And we might as well move something else at the same time.
125.
Multiply.
1, 2,
0.25.
Yeah. So cross that out and put it
Yeah.
up here. Okay. Now, Abir, now would be the right time to put in the calculator this multiplication here.
It's 0.866. Like the whole
The whole thing
Yeah.
is 0.
8665.
Are you sure? Three five 49.25 times 0.25 over 1024. I was expecting it to be bigger. Okay. So what should I do next?
I'll bring 1 there.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
What happened to the other minus 1 minus 0? This
Oh
one?
yeah.
This one? What happened to this one?
Oh yeah. No. What happened was we put those together to make 0.25.
Okay.
Yeah, we just cleaned it up a little bit. Yeah, I don't want to move the 1 because I don't like that this one has a minus on it. So for me, this is for me anyways, I would prefer to bring this over to the right to make it become positive and bring this number over to the left. So I would get 1 minus 0.8665 equals 0.75 power n. Alright, so Abir, yeah, you're typing that in there. What you get?
0.1335.
0.1335.
335.
Okay. Yeah, we could use logs here. Now you could actually do this in one step on the calculator. No, you don't actually need to. So I'll just see if you guys up the front can figure it out. Now, are you ready to continue?
Yeah.
So think about it like this. Really think about what I'm saying. I'm saying you have 0.75 to some power should equal 0.1335. Now there's already a function on your calculator that lets you figure out missing powers. It's called the log function, right? So the question is, what exactly do you type in to figure out what that n should be? It's some log, of course, but it's some base. No, you see, you can change your base. Oh wait, can you on your one? Can I see? Do you have the option to... You do. You see this top right button here?
Yeah.
You can set your own base. So the question now, what is the base and what is the number that goes in here? What do you think? Okay, let me help you out here. Because I think
0.75
it,
is the base,
yes,
and 0.1335 is the
is the inside, yeah. 0.75 is the base, and 0.1335 goes in here. Because remember, that's what log means. Look up, guys. When you write this down, you're saying to the calculator, this number to what power will make this number? That's exactly what you're trying to figure out here. 0.75 to what power will make 0.1335? That's literally the job of log, is figuring out powers. So you can type exactly this thing in. Yeah?
Same.
Yeah.
I got there and then I was like, no, it's wrong.
What, the here?
Yeah.
Let's see what we got in the calculator.
6.977.
Did we have to round off anywhere?
No.
So I'm disappointed, calculator.
6.99958.
Oh, so the calculator is doing a bad job there.
So
Yeah.
if you use a fraction in your calculation, you will get the expected value.
No, yeah, I'm saying this is a case where we could be more accurate than the calculator. Because the calculator is not handling the decimals very well. That's what I'm saying. The exact answer is 7.
7.
It's actually the calculator that's slightly wrong here. You're right, because we can see this with the fractions. Did your calculator say 6.9998?
No, mine is
Says
7.
It said 7.
Yeah.
No, it says 99958.
I use a fraction.
If you type, you're saying if you type them in as fractions.
Yeah.
What is 0.1335 as a fraction then?
I think you use
Is 2187 over 16384.
Oh, you're right. Very good. Very interesting. If you kept everything as fractions, even though they're the same numbers, like for example, if you type in 0.75 as 3/4 on the calculator, you actually do get a more accurate answer.
But,
It shouldn't matter because they're the same numbers.
yeah.
Yeah. So in other words, we've discovered that the Casio has a slight error when dealing with decimals and logs for small values like this.
So if I wrote 6.9, that's wrong.
It is, yeah. Well, you wouldn't write 6.9 because if you rounded that,
Yeah.
yeah, you would have to write 7.
So we have to round off.
You shouldn't, that's a very peculiar situation. The calculator should have given you a whole number because n can only be a whole number.
Oh.
So that's why I was surprised when you said 6.998 because it made me feel like I had a small error, but it's actually fine. It should be and is exactly 7. Here's the answer. Right. Next one. Fine. Okay, so does anybody remember the formula for sum to infinity?
A over 1 minus R.
Yeah, the sum to infinity is a over 1 minus r. That's okay, isn't it? Because we know the a, what is it?
1, 0, 2, 4.
Yeah, and the or was 0.
3.4.
Yeah, so 3/4, yeah. 4096 should be the answer. Yeah? No, I'm confident I did that right. You agree, young man?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes, okay. You guys use calculators too much. Too much. When do you start using calculators in school?
No, for us we don't have.
Oh, so this is a privilege for you.
So
Yeah.
this is like taking a long time.
Exactly, yeah, she is. When do you guys start using it?
6th grade.
What age is that?
12.
For
Yeah,
one plus
okay. And for you?
Yeah, I was thinking we do like AP statistics and then we just started getting used to it.
Ah, yeah,
No.
because you actually have to use the calculator for AP statistics.
And then we're like,
so-
okay, let's do this here.
Yeah. Did you do AP calculus?
Yes.
No.
You did AP calculus?
ABCD.
They're hard, aren't they?
It's a really
They're
easy.
advanced.
I got fine.
It was fine for you? Did you do the AP statistics?
No, I just
Oh.
did
So fun.
It's good, is it?
It's so fun.
Is there lots of advanced statistics in it? Like, what's the hardest thing in it? How difficult does it get? That's really what I'm trying to figure out. Like, did you do the normal distribution, the bell curve?
Yeah, the bone.
You remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
Did you do chi-squared test?
Yes.
You remember that? Okay. P-values?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, alright. So that actually is kind of, so we do some little bit of that in semester 2. We do the normal curve,
Yeah.
we do the
Are
chi-squared.
we gonna use graphic calculator?
No, because we have a formula book, a table, you know. I don't think it'll be as difficult as the AP calculus. Because in the AP calculus, we do a little bit of hypothesis testing. You know, the alpha 0.05.
I didn't take calculus, I took.
No, for the statistics, yeah. Yeah, we'll do a little bit of that. Okay, part C now. We did something like this yesterday. Part C, does it look familiar? Do you see it there, part C?
Yeah.
Expansion. Yeah. How was it yesterday? Were we
I don't remember doing this.
No, well, something like it. Okay, let's have a look at this together now. Now, I'll write this down. 2 plus kx power 6. The x cubed coefficient is 5 times bigger than the x squared coefficient. Yeah? So,
Like in the expansion.
in the expansion, yeah. So if you were to expand this fully, the number in front of the x cubed is 5 times bigger than the number in front of the x squared. Yeah?
I don't understand this.
Do you know what I mean when I say expand?
Yeah.
How do you expand? You have a couple of ways. You could multiply, that's fine. Yeah, what else? What methods do we have for expanding?
Oh, we're
Yeah.
gonna use the
Pascal's triangle. And what's the other method that is the kind of the best method?
NC.
The NCR. Because you can use your calculator to get the terms. You expand. So when you expand this, the first term, you know, it'll be like 2 power 6 and then 2 power 5, 2 power 4, 2 power 3.
Ask me about this.
Yeah. So, okay, well, Savi, you tell me then. How would I work out what? So you start the expansion equals, and we'll jump down until we get to dot 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 dot. We'll get to the and then dot 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 down the end. We'll get to the cubed part. So what does it look like? You have a C,
Yeah.
and then what's next?
Upper part is 6.
Okay, fine. You're telling me that 6, fine. And then now, just to remind you, we're looking for the cubic part. So how many brackets do I write beside my C? 2. Well, 1 for the 2
Yeah.
and 1 for the kx.
Okay.
Okay, now let's continue. So what number will be the easiest to fill in next? Is the one that goes on the x. Yeah, because it has to be what? What number goes up here?
3.
Yeah, why?
Because it's x cubed.
You want x cubed. Because we just said we're looking for the cube. And why does that have to be 3 here?
Adds to 6.
As of the 6. And what goes here? 3. So you don't care about the x because the word coefficient means what? The number in front of the x. So the number in front of the x is 6c3, whatever that is, 2 cubed, whatever that is, and k cubed. Okay? Is that okay so far? Are you sure? Yeah? Now, let's just, before we jump into continuing, let's just clean this up a little bit. So what is 6c3? So let's put that in on the calculator. Is it 20?
Yeah.
Now, what's 2 cubed?
8.
No. Yeah, 2 is 8.
8.
And 20 by 8? Don't type it.
4.
20 by 8. You know 20 by 8. Now don't say it. I'm waiting for one of these 3 to say it. 20 by 8. 160. 160.
20. Oh, no, I
Imagine
was
the whole
thinking-
thing going on in here.
Oh my god, I was
thinking.
thinking 20 divided by.
Oh no. Oh, by. Yeah, 20 multiply 8, yeah. So that's 160k cubed. Yes?
What?
I thought you were thinking about division.
You taught division as well?
Same.
I thought division.
Ah, yeah, because by here is multiply. Yeah, I'll be clearer. Right, is that okay? That's the cubic coefficient. Now, we also need the square coefficient. So, again, what do I write here in this, to get the square coefficient? There'll be a 6 for sure, C, and you think it'll be a 2, or 4, both are fine, yeah. You could use either, you'll get the same number. Bracket, 2 power, and kx power. Right, so what are my powers here?
2.
2 on this one, right?
And 4 on the other.
On 4. Okay, so the coefficient is 6c2, 2 power 4, k squared. Yeah? Right, what's our 6c2 there? Let's type that in.
It's 15.
15. Now confirm it's the same as 6c4. Type in 6c4.
64.
6c4.
Oh, 64.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also the same, isn't it? 15. Now what's 2 power 4?
16.
16. And 15 times 16. No. 15, what's it? 256 minus 240, is it? I'll type it in, it's okay.
Yeah, 240.
240, okay. 240 x squared. That's the coefficient on the x squared part. Now here comes the key step to solving. They say the x cubed coefficient is 5 times bigger than the x squared coefficient. So I can make some equation with these two. What exactly can I say? So they said that the x cubed is 5 times bigger than the x squared. So what could I say?
Times 5.
Yeah, now which one?
The other one, the cube one.
So what would you write down? We'd write 160x cubed. I'd write 240x squared. Which one? And that's an equals, but one of them gets a 5.
Cube.
The cubed one. Because they said the x cubed is 5 times larger than the x squared. You have the other way around. But the 5 is on the square one. Yeah. Well, no, but she said the cube puts 5 on the cube.
X cubed term
Yeah.
is 5 times larger than the x squared one.
Yeah.
So why is it the square one getting the 5? It's
Yeah, x cube is
one.
larger.
Yeah, English, huh? So, I want you to read the following I'm about to write. No, look. I'm going to write something. I want you to read it in the form of the something is so many times bigger than the something. And I'll write the somethings down. So if I write this down, read it out to me. What would you say? The A is equal to 5 times the B.
Yeah.
So the A is 5 times bigger
Yeah.
than B. Because whatever B is, you make it 5 times bigger. Yeah. So the 5 is on the square one.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay. What is 240 times 5 then? Let's see. So what's that? 1,200 is it? I think so. Do you want to confirm that?
Yeah.
No, sorry, that's actually a 3, not a 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, now it's starting to get a little bit harder. What should I do next to solve this, do you think?
Cancel the k squared.
Yeah,
Divide by k squared.
divide by k squared, yeah. So divide this by k squared and divide this by k squared.
1, 2,
So they're gone.
160.
160k equals 120. Okay, so I think it's clear to finish we have to divide by 160 now.
7.5.
Is that 7.5?
Yes.
This is fun.
Well, it is when you get it, isn't it?
Yeah, it actually is.
Yeah.
I read math, but when I understand it, I'm like, I know this.
Yeah, much better that way, isn't it? Yeah, so that was a little bit tricky of a question, wasn't it, that B3?
So that's the hard part of the math. You don't understand the question.
Well, I think,
The English.
Like you can memorize the formula and the stuff, but
But
then
then
you don't understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
It can be tricky, alright. Especially when it's like something is 5 times to something else or whatever, yeah. Okay. Right, that was version 1. Now, which one did you say you were working on, Marion? You were working on B1. The same exam?
Yeah,
Yeah, so how did B1 go?
I did 1, 2, I didn't do 3. A3.
Part C.
No,
Are you on section A?
section B, no, this one. A3.
Oh, I see, sorry, you did A, 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Oh, we did something. In fact, did we do this one in class? Kind of looks familiar. Because I remember part
Yeah.
3. Yeah, doesn't it look
Draw
familiar?
the diagram.
Yeah, I kind of remember doing that, yeah.
Sir, can we just see
In which,
the B1?
It was
No, this one.
yeah, let's do that one. Okay, guys, did you write this down? I can scroll down. Yeah. Okay, so you have P, and the point P is at 11 minus A, and A minus 7. And point Q is at A minus 1, and 2A minus 3.
Oh wait, one is X and one is Y.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's weird.
So, you tell me, Sevi, what do you want to call this one? You could call this one X1, Y1,
Yeah, and then
and this one here X2,
Y2.
Y2. Now, what does the question say? It says the gradient is 3. What's the gradient? It's the slope, the m. Okay. So what's the formula for m? Y2. Y2 minus Y1 over X2 minus X1. And they tell us what that equals. 3. They say it's 3. So let's sub in. Okay, so Mariam, tell us what I should write on the top then.
2A minus 3.
Very good. 2A minus 3. Bracket, bracket, minus, bracket. Okay.
A minus 7.
A minus 7. Okay, and then what goes on the bottom?
A minus 1.
Yeah.
Minus 11 minus A.
Equals 3. Yeah? Right, let's open the brackets. So, Abir, what do I get on the top? 2A minus 3.
Minus 3 minus A plus 7.
Good, and what do I get on the bottom?
A minus 1 minus 11 plus A.
Okay, now Sevi, what should I do next? I could do a little bit of cleaning up here, couldn't I? What about on the top?
Cancel the A's.
I can't because not everything has an A.
Multiply by.
Well, no, just more simple than that. You have a 2A and a minus A.
Oh, you add
So,
them.
so what would I get on the top? Yeah.
2.
2A minus A?
3A.
Oh no, try again. 2A minus A?
2 minus 1.
8.
Yeah. 2 minus 1, correct, yes. 2A minus A leaves me with 1A. Yeah. And then minus 3 plus 7. What's that? 7 minus 3 is 4. You know? Okay. And then what do I have on the bottom? Go again, Sevi. Here's the bottom.
Can we do 11?
Yeah. Well, give me the A's first. How many A's have I got in total? 2A, yeah? An A and an A. So in total I have 2A. And then minus 1 minus 11? Yeah. Should equal 3. And then cross multiply. Yeah, so tell me what I write down next then.
That's 6A
Yeah, well first I'll write down the A plus 4, yeah?
is
Equals?
equal to 3 brackets
3 brackets, yeah.
2A
Two.
minus 12.
Okay, and you know what this is already. What is this equal to? You were about to say it. 6A minus 36, yeah. Okay, now what should I do next?
Correct like this.
Yeah, we'll put the A's on the right. Okay, so if I bring this A over to be with the 6A, what will I have in total? How many A's? 5 A's, good. And if I bring the 36 over to the left to be with the 4, I'll get 40. So there's only one thing left to do here.
Divide.
Yeah, so 40 divided by 5 is 8. So A is 8. Yeah?
This is stress relieving.
It's what?
Stress relieving.
Oh, good, good. There was a little bit of work for 3 marks for that, but it wasn't as difficult as it looked, perhaps. Yeah?
Okay.
So let's go.
Scroll up. Yeah.
So can I use that bored during the exam.
It's not the board that makes it look easier, I don't think. Yes. It you need to check it. Yeah, okay. Okay. Alright, right. You're writing that down, okay.
Any probabilities?
I think the probability's alright, isn't it? It's okay.
I'm going to do the deeper possibility question.
Next semester is the more probability.
Use the calculation to solve it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trick question.
Well, we did a trick this morning. We did that
Yeah.
that triangle one. We needed the cosine rule. Well, if there's a trick one that we
We did B6, right?
I think we did a lot of these trick ones already, didn't we? I can't quite see one we haven't done. That's the same as that anyways. And that one we did this morning. And that's the same as the others.
Let's repeat it. Right?
I would hope you'd be able to at least try these ones by yourself, you know. Yeah. Well, I'm thinking about next week now. What is our timetable like for next week? How many classes have we got?
Same as this week.
No, is it exactly the same? I remember, didn't we have like a class on a morning when you should have had chemistry?
I have Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Those are next week's. What I know Fridays is the class at 10, 11?
No.
Do you have your timetable for next week?
No, but I think it's.
I think they just changed it for this week.
But they're changing again for next week.
Yeah, because there's things going on Wednesday. So I think we have 1 hour. I'm just trying to figure out the amount of time for next week. So there's 1 hour on Friday, I know that. Now normally on Wednesday, what have we got?
Tutorial.
A tutorial and then a double maths, isn't it? So that's 3 hours, right? And I think, you see, I'm not sure what's happening Thursday. I think Thursday is 2.
Yeah, it's
So what I would like to do, my plan is, I want you to do a practice test to see, because the test is 2 hours long. You know, so we should do it in a double class, and then this final hour is for any questions. Then
Why don't we do it on Wednesday? 2 hours practice and then 1 hour to go over the
Because the
answers.
tutorial, we have 2 weeks.
no, actually, yeah, we could do it on Wednesday. Yeah,
Yeah, tutorial do this.
because the maths class is double.
Yeah.
So if we did the test here, and then this is where I could go through the test.
But then there's 1 more.
There's 1 hour here. So what we could do is we could start the week with some tutorial of questions like we normally do, and finish the week with tutorial of questions. The double class here will be the test. And then,
Oh, but then Friday was booked.
well, I'll have to close this now anyway, so I've got 20 seconds.
The extra class is 1 hour.